Hello, everybody. It's time to go over interactive problem number 19. So this hand is a sacrifice hand. I was actually sitting in the north seat at the time when this hand happened. I decided not to open a crazy weak two bid. It went one spade by east, two clubs by south, four spades. And now, because of the vulnerability, we were non-vul and the opponents are vul. I decided to sacrifice in five clubs. It looked to me like there was, because I have no defensive tricks, it felt like they're probably going to make four spades. And because I had this nice 6-4 distribution, I felt like the chances that we could get out for a good sacrifice were good enough that it was worthwhile for me to bid five clubs. And I know that if I don't bid five clubs, partner will never know I have a club fit and we will just defend four spades. So I can't, there's no way for me to ask partner, hey, do you want to sacrifice? It was an all or nothing decision. I made my decision, bid five clubs, and here you are. So now you're in five clubs and you need to make sure that you get out for less than their game. So their game is 620 and we are not vulnerable and we're doubled. So down one would be 100, down two would be 300, down three is 500. So you can afford to go down three. So that means you can afford to lose 5 tricks on this hand. So before you go ahead and watch the rest of the video, use the interactive features at wolperbridge.com to play the hand out, see if you can make it, get out for a good sacrifice, and then come back and watch the rest of the video. If you're watching on YouTube, hit that thumbs up and the comments while you're waiting. Okay. So the ace of clubs is led, and we know we need to keep this hand to 5 losers. And when we start counting our losers, we have 5 pretty unavoidable losers. We're going to lose the ace of clubs. We're going to lose the 2 hearts. We're going to lose a spade is 4, and a diamond is 5. So we can't lose any more tricks than our top losers. And the problem on this hand is we have 3 extra spades that need tending to. So we look at how can we get rid of those 3 spades. And the first instinct might be to trump them in the dummy. The problem is the opponents have already started cutting down on our roughs. They've led the ace of clubs, and that's put us in an impossible spot where we won't be able to rough our spades. So what happens if you play a low club at trick 1 is the defense plays the ace of spades next and a diamond, and this is what actually happened at the table. And so now, if you try to rough a spade, you still looks like you have 3 spades and 3 trumps and dummy for your spades, but the problem is you have no transportation back to your hand. You can trump a spade to the dummy, but then you have to lead something from the board, and they can just cut you off. So the question is, how can we get rid of our spades? We have to find a different solution. Roughing the spades won't work, and that solution is by playing a heart and setting up dummies hearts. We have a 6-2 heart fit. That suit is accessible and set upable, so we lead a heart, and it turns out that if they win the heart on East, in East's hand, East, let me just show you their hand, actually has nothing that they can do. They can grab their diamond, but now they have no choices. Their best bet is to play back a trump, in which case we can win the trump in either hand. It doesn't matter, but let's pop up with the king and play another heart, and then that's it. As soon as we get in, whether they force the dummy to rough or they trump or yeah, that was really, or cash their heart, we were good. We trump this heart, and you can see there's the last heart. I'll show you everybody's hand, and now you can just return to dummy with that jack of clubs. And hearts are good. So that's how we get out. And so we have to set up dummies hearts. Now, some of you may have, if you happen to have played the 8 of clubs at trick 1, then you would have seen a different defense from the opponents. It went ace of spades, and they would have returned the 7 of spades. That's just the robots being different. I don't know why it is. But this is interesting because this changes the timing. Because they've played a spade back, they've actually now blocked you from getting to your hearts. You can no longer set up the hearts because they've killed the entries a little bit. Or they're going to continue to anyway. So, but they've given you a different option for getting out for 500, and that is with a loser on a loser play. If you throw away a diamond, you're just trading a spade loser for a diamond loser, but in the process, you're setting up your queen of spades. So now, on this line of play, we're not going to lose a diamond. We're going to end up losing the ace of clubs, we're going to lose 2 hearts, and we're going to lose the ace king of spades for 5. Because now, what happens is, even if they play back I guess their best bet is to play back another trump, but we can just pop up with the king. Play the queen of spades. And ruff a spade. Play diamond to our hand. And ruff the diamond. So those were two kind of different lines of play. It's a really great hand for recognizing your goal on the hand, and making sure that you execute to get that goal. Whether it's on our first line of play where we had to recognize not roughing our spades and dummy and instead setting up that weak 6-card heart suit, or on the second line of play when you drop the 8 of clubs, recognizing that loser on a loser play. Hope you enjoyed this hand. Hope you're enjoying these interactive problems, and I hope you're joining me for my duplicate games on Tuesdays at 3:15. Thank you very much.